Might be a bit noisy because Jimmy's outside doing his magic. So while I'm in here, this is my, like I say, not a bricky or nothing, but that's my block work basically. That's the level of where I want it to be. The top of my ring beam will be the top of that brick, and in the corner over there, in the corner over here, so that's the level now, basically that brick. So we'll just put a shutter, it's easy that one, just put a shutter right down. So anyway, I've got my laser set up, and now this will tell us what that wall plate is doing. I knew it would never be super duper level, but isn't it weird that the point I'm at with the scaffold to set up now to finish this run up to the chimney is the high point, which is great because we can build up, but it's going to be a lot more difficult to take down off the existing. So anyway, we duck down. There is the laser. As you can see, it's the bottom of the wall plate, which is, if it was like that all the way along, perfection. I'm not sure how this comes out on camera, but as it tracks down, as you can see, it just starts to creep. Basically, the wall plate wants lifting up. I can do that, I can lift it up. At this point, I'll bring the top of the ring beam level with the top. All I've done is screw some boards to the walls, and we'll just slip in some OSB behind and bring it up to the laser. Shuttered that bit off, bit of concrete to form a pad there, and then I will build up again with brick and fill that hole with stone and lime, but I've got to have the basis to build off. So anyway, I'll get cracking with it. I'm going in with my porridge. I always like to get a quick jump start and then Becky gives me a shout, Sam, your porridge is ready, so I'm gonna get in and munch it. So this is where, that's one of the gully sections done, into the 6-inch pipe that take it down to the pond. So we have a drinker pipe as well in here, it goes around. So we have a gully there, another one there. So that'll take all of the water from that elevation, that'll take the water from the front elevation, and the other gully on the back will take the back side of the annex roof and the valley. And there's our other pipe goes in for the drinker for Toby's field, so that'll all be getting filled in. Yeah, so far so good. It's a huge groundwork operation. So the problem I'm having is, I'll show you, it's easier. I don't know if you can see that I can't see it coming out on the camera there, but basically the laser line is like this, it's wiggling. So I've got my prop, I put an extra prop off the floor thinking that might cure it, and then obviously straight up into the roof there, and there's the laser. But never mind, finger didn't point to it then, did it? There. So basically I can't have that. I can't have the laser going like this. And I think what it is because the timber's touching the roof and it's just a tin roof, it's only a little bit windy outside, but it'll all be having a factor on the movement of the laser. And plus Jimmy and his machine doing all of the aggregate outside. When I fixed it to the chimney, it was solid. I mean, that's a boom block. So I'm just going to reposition the laser, and then that way I can laser this side, and I know I can set it again on that side because it's all bang on with the laser. So to just mess about and get the laser position right, I was thinking, do we just go for it? And it's like, it's not worth it. I want to get it bang on. So a bit of this, bit of that, reset the laser. got a chicken in here. Can't help them sorts of noises. But that's the panel up. That's, well, one of the panels up for that side to the laser. It's yeah, I have to watch myself. There was a helicopter flew across the other night, and the guy that dropped the pipes off did say to me, "Did you hear about the helicopter? A fella that fell off his trestles, you know, and to be airlifted." And also another couple that we know, he fell off his trestles a couple of months ago, landed on a hard rock, done his ribs in. So I'm always dead wary of the trap ends on here, on the trestles. I try not to use them. Well, but anyway, yeah, last night I moved a big stone out of there, and I just turned around and stepped, and that was it. Luckily, I'm a ninja cat, and I landed on my feet, but it was all in slow motion. When I stood on the trap end, I thought, here we go. And I chucked the rock, and I just had that reaction time to think. But yeah, I went down hard onto my feet and my legs, but I stayed up. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. You got to watch yourself. And there's me telling Becky all the time as well, really careful of that stop end. You don't stand on that trap end there on the trestles, and then there's me, goes and does it. So yeah, it's a lesson learned to oneself. So all the time I'm watching my feet, watching where I am, where I'm holding on, you know, and I'm trying to be as safe as I possibly can. But yeah, these accidents happen, don't they? I was like, ooh, that's a warning sign to watch yourself a bit more. But it's going all right. It's going all right. I've got one more piece, and then that is one side of the building shuttered. So it's like, well, I can move my trestles now, and I'm going to swap the legs over, the wheels over, the caster wheels from one scaffold to the other, and then that way I can roll it about, and I've got a 5-board scaffold to stand on then, so it's much better. It's yeah, trestles, weird. Well, Jimmy's left for the day, but he's this is the, I keep forgetting what he calls it. It's not 804, it's more of a finer blend, but this is what we're going to dust over the whole top. You see, all the land drains, everything's in now, and when this is on, and then he's coming with a roller as well, so once this has had a roll, it's going to look amazing. I keep going out and having a look at it. But here's the sort of big coarse stone where the land drain is under. I'll see if I can, you might be able to see the end of the pipe. The land drain I put through the house, obviously, is just there. I can cut that off now because it's in this channel. There it is. Big, massive 6-inch. And then that goes, obviously, down the land drain that's been cut out down there. But I'm loving it. It's looking absolutely fabulous for a for an area I mean, it'll look even better once the decorative stone's over the top, but once he's blinded this stuff on and then he's had the roller on it, it's just going to look even better. So I've got my head torch, you can see, I've got my head torch at the ready because the light's going, and I'm determined to get this shuttering finished. I set my mind for Wednesday, but there it is. All that is finished up to that point. All of that is now finished, returns back on itself because obviously I've done that bit. All that there is finished, all perfect as well. If I can jump up, I've got my staging a little bit too high. Let me just, hang on. I'll put you down a second. Okay, so that was where I put my laser. So if we let me just get that on. You can find the button. Jesus. So that's the good thing with the night shift. You can see the laser. It's absolutely perfect. If I just give it a little swivel down the building there. So that's absolutely perfect. It might catch the other side, I'm not sure. You can I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but the other side is exactly the same. It's absolutely perfecto. So I'm chuffed with that. If we just spin it round. So that's the last bit where this shutter ends here. I'm just going to add on now another 8-foot piece, and then I've got 3 foot to make up. I don't know if it'll catch the other side over there with the laser. I can see it. Well, it's flashing at the minute, but yeah, it's like millimetre perfect. So it's took a bit of time to get it right, but when it comes to doing the pour, to getting it in, it's going to be great. It's done. I did finish it. I think Becky's already got that bit. That I did finish it with my head torch, and that's what it's took from dawn till dusk and then beyond. But the ring beam is actually done. The little detail I had to do with the huge hole, that's done. I just put some brick in. I had to square that bit off, but it actually plums everything up. But that is the entire shutter now complete for the ring beam detail all the way around. It's a milestone to have that actually finished. Just a bit of mess to chuck in there before I start mixing, but look at this place. It is clean as a whistle. So you can see my nice upstand detail now all the way around. So when I do put the walls up in here, I'm actually going to lie out the breather membrane across. It's going to be taped to the upstand, and then what I'm going to do is put a 4x2 onto that, fix it, and then that way I can just make my stud walls and stand them up in sections, as big a sections as I can. Like that whole wall could be done on the floor in one section and then just stand it up. Again, I'll use the laser to get the top of the 4x2 bang on, and then that way I can drop the 9x3s on, and that creates the floor. So super chuffed with how clean it is, thanks to the new blower. That is amazing. Amazing bit of kit. I've even managed to be able to sort out the little room in here. It's all the little bits and bobs that I need, all my tools. Euan's got his trucks all lined up and ready. He's loving the floor. Whew. So Jimmy is inbound to do his magic, so I'm going to leave it there this week. A massive thank you to everybody that subscribed and everybody's comments. Huge thank you to our Patreons, because it supports us so much. The messages that keep us all going, peps us up when the cold bites in sometimes, and yeah, just can't thank people enough for being on this crazy journey with us. And it's such a, I don't know, life feels quite strange, but it feels amazing to be I'm so grateful to be able to do this, to be in a position to be here and turn this place into home. It's amazing, and the fact that all of yous are watching it and you're on this journey with us, it just makes it feel like a proper team effort. It's yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing. So thanks for everybody that's on this journey with us, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and we'll see you next Saturday.